If it is, we may delay this to 9:30. Our Caravan piece. Maybe we can all join, the Palm Springs one if it's worthwhile. I don't want to. I think what's important right now is we get relevant information and good information, and I don't really want to change what we've been doing for weeks now. I don't want to kind of alter unless there's a good reason. So there's that. Also in Palm Springs, those of you who are in Palm Springs, coming to Palm Springs, the city council met last night in a special meeting. They are really working to try to enforce face covering, especially with businesses that are open. So we spoke here in this office today. We all have something that if someone were to come, we can cover our faces. Yeah. So just make sure that you have something at your disposal. I can't find masks still, so I'm not wearing a mask, but I fashionably have a scarf. So I'm working my inner Islam here. And so if I need a face covering, I have it available. I just encourage all of you, if you're going out, even they're saying if you're walking your dog, riding your bike, just make sure you have a face covering handy. And I have heard that there are we're almost into, communist Russia here with people ready to report people who aren't wearing face coverings. So I'm not trying to instill fear. I just want to make sure that we're all paying attention that we have face coverings at our disposal if we're out in public. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Dwayne, I found some on Amazon a couple days ago.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think they look like this one, and they're really comfortable and easy to put on.
Okay.
And I think I ordered 30 or 40 of them for like $20 or something like that. Anyway.
Hey, Gina, I tried to do that too, and they were till like June.
Oh no, I ordered it on the weekend, and it says they will ship, and I will have them by next Tuesday.
Huh? I'll look again.
Yeah, I know what you're saying though. Some of the masks, you're right. It is June for some of them. I just kept clicking and clicking to see which ones could come now, and these were the ones that could come now.
The same way with my hair clippers. I ordered a whole at-home barber kit because I can't take it anymore. And so they're on back order. So in a couple of weeks, my wig is going to get replaced. I promise. I'm like, I got to do something. Hair on my neck is like that long. It was crazy.
Yeah. Howdy, you've got one with cats on it.
Yeah, my daughter was making these, and she probably made about 60 of them, and by request, and sold them. But she's taking a break from it right now because she needs to get onto her schoolwork.
Yeah, I've seen lots of kind of interesting solutions for face coverings, and I'm going to stick with my scarf.
Well, these are 3-layer, and they come in pretty much any pattern. But this one's my wife.
The Berkshire Hathaway one.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, right. I ordered the Berkshire Hathaway one. It's not here yet.
No.
Yeah, me too. That'll be logo Berkshire Hathaway masks.
That's awesome. Okay, it's 5 after, so we'll go ahead and get started with our virtual caravan this morning. I'm going to there was one that's not going to be on. It's Frank Alvarez's. And so what we need to work on when you're sending me the videos, guys, or the links, I'm happy to upload them. That's as long as it's shareable. When you send me videos that are from your photographer that only have social media shareability, I don't have the ability to upload those to YouTube. I need a video that is shareable. Mary Marks sends me her video via QuickTime, and I'm a Mac user, so I'm able to convert her video and then upload it into YouTube. But when it comes from a source that I'm not either familiar with or don't have access to shareability, it makes it really challenging for me to upload the videos. So I just ask, if you're going to send me a video, make sure it's shareable. A YouTube video is obviously imminently shareable, or a QuickTime video for Mac users. If not, if you don't have the ability to do that, no problem. Just let me know the address, and I can create the video via Videolicious. It takes me about 15 minutes per listing. So they're branded for Berkshire Hathaway, and I go in and I type the information from your MLS, your marketing comments. So I typically send them to the agents. I did this with Carol. I sent her the videos and asked for her approval prior to posting it for the Caravan. We'll make it work. This is still kind of, we're growing together on that. So I don't, no expectations. But the Videolicious one's really easy for me because I don't have to think too much. And then the easiest is if you send me a YouTube or YouTube shareable video. All right. Any questions, please call me, text me, email me, whatever. And then I will get it done for you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get over to the virtual Caravan and we'll get started. So we'll get in our cars, we'll get our coffee ready. We've got 2 from Janice Kaminsky, 2 from Lance Frank, 1 from Scott Ahrens, and 1 from Mary Marks. And I think so Janice, you're on the call. Are your videos, did you do the monologue like you did last time?
Yes.
Great. Lance, are you on the call? Okay. I'm not sure. I know Scott is narrated and Mary has some information in there. If you guys want, I can pause the video and you can tell us about the properties if you'd like. Janice, do you want to talk about them first or just want me to play?
Well, I can just tell because I don't have the prices in there. The $479 for the one at Cricket Cove. It's at Regency Estates in Palm Desert, gated community. It's been totally freshly repainted in the inside. It needs some work, but it's really a good house for the money. A 4-bedroom house with a 3-car garage and solar that's leased. And the one at Indigo is at Ascena, and it's the Brizo model, which is very, very popular. And you'll see the image of the living room with the 12-foot ceilings with windows all the way up to the top, very dramatic. And that's sold turnkey furnished. That one, nobody can see in person without an accepted offer. The one at Cricket Cove is on lockbox, vacant. Anybody can go. I just put a CBS code on these listings so that somebody has to call me so I can get that form, the COVID form signed before I give them the CBS code, and then they can go direct. So I think
that's a really nice complex, Janice. What's the HOA at Cricket Cove?
190. I think.
And then what's the name of the complex again?
Regency Estates. It's around the corner from Regency Palms, which is on Country Club. The entrance is on Tamarisk Row, which is the end of Frank Sinatra. If you take Frank Sinatra east, it curves down Country Club, and that jog there is called Tamarisk Row, and the entrance is there. It's single-family homes. There's a tennis court, and there's a basketball hoop, and the gate. Basically, that's it.
Yeah, it's a really nice complex.
Janice, did you say that's at Regency Estates or Regency Palms?
Estates, Regency Estates, and it's on. It's got a lockbox, a Supra on it that, as I said, needs a CBS code, and there's a gate code in the listing. It's the only one of my 3 listings that I have right now that's getting any showing. It's going to be shown again day after tomorrow. I got a call from an agent. So, but I haven't sent her the CBS code yet because she's getting me the form signed first.
And Janice, for those agents who aren't familiar with Ascena, why don't you talk to us about the Ascena lifestyle?
Well, Ascena is really, it's beautiful, modern. This is a Toll Brothers home. There are several different builders in there, and Toll Brothers is one of the upper end ones. It's on the same street as the models that have been recently shown. And it's a private backyard. So people used to go and see it and say, it doesn't have a big view. So I've now learned to ask before anybody goes if they want a big view, because that's not it. It's very private. It does have a peekaboo view. The pool was expanded to 30 feet. The guy's a swimmer. So it's a very nice size pool. And it turnkey furnished. Everything's going to stay. Media system, furniture, everything.
And there's a restaurant and golf course. There's a lot of amenities there.
Yeah.
What's the price on that one?
Public golf course, public restaurant, the most beautiful views. I've taken clients there a lot for lunch in the old days. We'll do that. And patio and look back at Mount San Jacinto and the planes taking off and the tower from the airport. And it's spectacular.
What was the price on the Encina?
Asina is 769. I think I don't have it in front of me, but 769, and it's in about just under 2,000 square feet. The other thing is on that one, the original model is 2 bedrooms plus a den and 2 baths, 2 plus a powder. And this one, there's no den. It's actually a 3rd bedroom, and he converted the powder to an actual bathroom with a shower, so that each bedroom has an associated bathroom. This one's not en suite, but and another really cool thing is that there's a very large master closet walk-in, and the back end of it is a door that goes right into the laundry room. So you can get to the laundry room either from the hallway or directly from the master bedroom. Anyway,
Great. Thank you, Janice.
Gina,
can you speak to either of Lance's listings to kind of tell us before we go to photos? Or Leighton?
Sorry, I was on mute.
Oh.
Actually, I'm not 100%. I just texted him to see if he was going to be logging onto the call because these are fairly new and I don't know them yet.
Okay.
So I just, like I said, texted him and I'll wait to hear back from him. Thanks.
No problem. No problem. We can do it at the end if he shows up. Okay. Carol or Scott, are you on the phone for the Riv?
Hi, yep, I'm here.
You want to just give not everyone might be familiar with 64 at the Riv, so why don't you give your elevator pitch for 64 at the Riv and what we're going to see in this video?
Okay, we have 13 units left. It's a total of 64 units. We have 13 left in phase 3. 2 different floor plans, 1,226 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. And the 1,500 is 1,501 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2.5 bath. And the 1,200 is, and phase 3 is 459.9, and we have the 1,500s at 489.9. There are a few left in phase 2 that have different price points and different incentives, all of which are in the MLS.
Great. And amenities?
There is a pool, 60-foot, I believe, pool, hot tub. It's a gated community. There's also a dog park. You also have access to the Riviera Hotel. So there's a private gate, and as an owner, you have a key. You can use their pools, their amenities. Currently, they are also offering 15% off spa services, restaurants, hotel rooms, when they're open, of course.
Right. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
And Mary Marks, I believe you're on the call. Do you want to talk to us about Manowar? Nope. All right. Well, then, without further ado, let's go on our journey here.
This is Janice Kaminsky with Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate in Palm Springs, California. I'm so pleased to be able to share with you this beautiful home at 39903 Cricket Cove, behind the gates of Regency Estates in Palm Desert. You're welcome to the entry through a lush courtyard bursting with bougainvillea. A spacious interior entry leads you into an ample living room with booming ceiling, fireplace, wet bar, and plenty of room for multiple seating areas. Adjacent to the living room is a large family media room with another fireplace and space for a game table. The kitchen, with island and lots of cabinets, opens to both the family room and a dining area. This is a 2,770 square foot, 4-bedroom home with a large master suite and 3 additional ample bedrooms, all with cathedral ceilings. The oversized lot is lushly landscaped with a resort-like backyard consisting of a patio that filters in light and a beautiful pool with waterfall. The home is equipped with solar and a 3-car garage with plenty of storage space. This wonderful North Palm Desert home is an award-winning school district located near stores, restaurants, activities, and the I-10 freeway. For more information, please call me at 760-275-0862. I'm Janice Kaminsky with Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate in Palm Springs, California. Today, I'm proud to take you on a tour of 4239 Indigo Street, a Toll Brothers home at Ascena Country Club. This highly sought-after Brizo model, built in 2015, offers an open plan where contemporary lines are married to high-end finishes. Floor to 12-foot ceiling windows flood the great room with exquisite light. The kitchen is outfitted with high-end appliances and an abundance of counter space, including an oversized dining counter. The living room doubles as the media room with all the current electronic equipment included, along with all the furniture and accessories in the home. There is a roomy master suite with sliders opening to the pool, and a very large bathroom containing both a freestanding soaking tub and a stall shower. In addition, there are 2 more bedrooms, one ensuite, and there's a 3rd bathroom with shower close to the other bedroom. There's a very private backyard with a peekaboo view of the mountains and a sparkling 30-foot pool plus spa. The laundry room is quite large with plentiful cabinets, a laundry sink, and a counter for folding. This home has a double garage, an own solar system, tankless water heater, and a water filtration purification system. Ascena Country Club, which is open to the public, has a magnificent golf course and a restaurant with panoramic views of the greens and the mountain range to the west. This is the kind of home people dream of owning. Here's a chance for that dream to come true. For further information, please call me at 760-275-0862.
I don't know if anybody can hear me. This is Lance. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes. We can hear you.
Lance, did I hear you pop on? Lance, did I hear you pop in there, Lance? No?
He did.
He did.
He probably disconnected to try to figure out what was wrong. There he is. He's back.
I'm here. I don't know how I unmuted it, then I got muted again, but I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hi, Lance.
Hi.
You want to talk about we're on your listing, Avenida Fay Lynn, right now?
That's right. Yeah.
Would you like to tell us about it?
Well, yeah, it's in Las Colinas, which, if you're familiar with Indio, is a very nice neighborhood off Fred Waring. It's a little over 2,000 square feet, in very good condition, new carpeting, new paint. If you look at the listing, it'll describe all the upgrades. He's asking $335 for it. We have one offer, but it's very low. It's got a very nice front yard with a fire pit. The backyard is the only thing that really needs, it's not landscaped, it's an unfinished backyard. But a nice upgraded kitchen. You've probably seen it already if you're watching the video with pendant lighting. Actually, I don't think it's in the video shot, but it's in the stills on the listing. Any questions?
Is it in a development, like a gated community, or is it not gated?
It is gated. It's a very low HOA, only 110 a month, but you don't really get much other than gated. There's no clubhouse or any other amenities in there.
No, that's a nice development built by GHA though.
Yeah, it is. It's right in the affordability zone, or at least what was the affordability zone. In terms, and normally we did have a lot of interest initially, just as you would typically expect, but I think the pandemic did put a bit of a damper on the showings, but we're still getting them. We're still getting interest. Of course, we're requiring proof of funds. It is owner occupied, so we want proof of funds and pre-approval letter from a lender, and of course the PEAD. Incidentally, the seller is an appraiser, so he's pretty firm on his price. Although he will look at all offers. He hasn't given me any instructions to the contrary.
Excellent. And we're about 5 seconds away from your next listing, so you want to just preemptively talk about that one?
Okay, yeah. That one is on Del Norte in Coronado Gardens, 47759 Del Norte, which is a 55 or older development right at 48th and Monroe. Very nice community with a lot of amenities. 211 HOA, also has limited RV parking, clubhouse, heated pool, pickleball, card room, fitness room, and all that stuff. The house itself is over 2,000 square feet. It's a triple wide. It is on a permanent foundation, so it's eligible for financing. We've already been through the paces with it with one buyer. We've got the certificate of compliance and the HUD label certification. So it's pretty much good to go in that regard. We've got a clear wood pest report, and there is all the stuff, by the way, is attached to the listing along with the PEAD. But it's a beautiful house, huge open, great room, big master suite, his and hers closets, lovely elevated lot overlooking a green belt and walk hiking trails. So I think you'll get a good idea from the video when it runs.
Thanks so much for participating, Lance. We really appreciate it. We're going to continue with the video now.
Let's get it sold.
Let's get it sold, exactly.
Yeah, by the way, I did have two people call about it in the past 2 days. So things are people are starting to come. I think the initial reaction to all this was for people to hunker down and hide out, but now they're starting to venture out. So I did have two inquiries, and supposed to have a showing late yesterday, but it doesn't seem to have materialized. But I'm, of course, following up. So roll it.
All right, here we go.
This is the elevated lot. There's your great room. We'll come back to that. These are the guest bedrooms. And kind of jerky from my end. I don't know why. Runs smoother. The guest bathroom, which has been upgraded. And here's the kitchen. There's natural gas available, by the way, for that cooktop. We do. It needs to be running kind of fast. I can email you a link to this video if you want. It'll probably play better. Here's the master. Here's her closets. There's no closet doors. But... So that's about it. Oh, I had a good question, Janice. 179.9.
Hi, I'm Scott Ahrens from Berkshire Hathaway, Palm Springs, and this is 64 at the Riv. 64 at the Rib has two basic models, the 1500 and the 1200. This is the 1500. What's nice about this model is you've got two master suites, both of them with in-suite bathrooms and walk-in closets, and they're very separated.
I love our place very, very much. And most important, I feel so safe here.
Awesome. Thanks so much, everyone, for your participation. It's really awesome. I'm not sure. So this place, La Quinta, where is that exactly?
Wayne, I can show you. It's on the other side of Date Palm. Come with me.
Oh, got it.
Easy.
Thanks, you guys, so much for presenting. Stephanie or Gina, is there anything that you wanted to talk about while we have a few minutes?
I do actually. We have some questions that I think would be really great to address. There were some questions from one of our newer agents, or not newer, but has just recently joined our company. Brian Gregory asked, "Can you guys share, those of you who had listings to show, can you share with us where those sellers came from? Where did those motivated clients come from that you were able to get to list? Sure. Does anybody have anything to share with us when it comes to that?"
Well, both my buyers were our previous clients. And,
your sellers? Okay.
Yeah, both my sellers, rather. Thank you. And the one on the Del Norte and Coronado Gardens was already listed, or actually we listed it right when all this stuff started. Same thing with both of them. So yeah, they're both previous clients.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry. The one Avenida Feline is a past client, one of my oldest clients. And the one on Del Norte, I didn't actually sell her that house, but I've been in touch with her for many years, and she's part of my farm.
Got it. Okay. Anybody else have anything to share with where they're getting sellers or even buyers at this point?
So I've got a buyer coming from New Hampshire that was a referral from someone I sold a home to last year. There's a program at Desert Regional where the doctors who are coming in to do their residency get special financing perks to come here to the Coachella Valley. So she'll be buying a house here in the Cathedral City area to do her residency at Desert Regional. That's where one of my buyers came from.
Got it. And then Carol mentioned that there's a $15,000 bonus to agents in addition to the 2.5% commission that's being offered on any new escrows opened at 64 at the Riv. So, I mean, $15,000 bonus, that's the price of or the commission on a full house, or two if you're doing it right. And so just wanted to mention that. And then Leland asked the question, can you please tell us what video method was used for each of the tours? Did everybody use Videolicious, or did anybody use anything else that they wanted to share?
Oh, I just used I shot the video on my camera phone and edited it using Windows Movie Maker, which I understand is an orphan program, but I don't even think they support it anymore. But it works for me. It's simple, it's easy, and I have a lot of control over it. So I just stick with it. It might take a little longer than Videolicious or one of the newer programs, but you got a way to. Go on. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's all. I have a library of music that I paid for that I can use, and it just works for me.
Right. There's a couple programs I'll just share with you. There's a couple I've been using lately for photography. Of course, there's always iMovie. But what was the other one that I just used? Oh, Splice. That's the one I've been using that I really like. Splice and iMovie are good ones for kind of making some edits. And then there's even a couple others that are fun for just other photography stuff, which is like Pixaloop and Layout, where you could put a couple photos together. So maybe that might not be a bad idea for you guys, is just to get onto your phone and play around with some apps. But I would definitely look at Splice and iMovie for helping you to make videos other than Videolicious. Of course, Videolicious is a free tool that you have that's available through our company, but it's not a bad idea to just kind of play around with all of them. I learned something about Videolicious by playing with one of the others, and it just made me realize there was a tool that I didn't even know that I could access through Videolicious. So I don't think it's a bad thing to sort of play around with all of these.
And what I like about Videolicious is you can do it from stills or you can do it from video. It's very flexible. And Scott Aaron has a professional videographer that he hired. So that video was produced by his videographer.
I think that's a great point though, Dwayne, that you're able to make those videos with still photos. You don't necessarily have to have video in order to make those things look like virtual tours. I mean, we've been doing that for 30 years now, but you know what I mean? It's possible to do, and you can see like Mary's, they looked really nice, and it was photos going through the entire time, and a couple of those were, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And one of the things with Videolicious, it's branded and they look really professional, and however we do it, I think it would be fun to take the entire thing that you put together and post it on social media. People want to see your listings. People want to, I mean, it's kind of like the shows on TV. They want to watch and see these cool things. So if we can get it right and make it look really good, I think that would be
that's a great point that you're making, Gina. One of the things I'm sitting here thinking as I'm watching this morning, from a manager's standpoint, is that I'm watching Keller Williams now saying that they're going to be offering a virtual caravan. I'm seeing PSRAR saying that they're going to do it. All that tells me is that we've been doing it for a couple weeks now. What I want to do is get our game stepped up a little bit so that we're still the best game in town and keep improving it every week so that we have a superior product to put out, not just to our agents, but also for our agents to be able to put out so that our clients see that we're putting out a superior product. So understand, you guys, that as we're doing this, like I'm sitting here thinking I think I've got sort of an idea of maybe a game plan that Dwayne and Gina, I would invite you, and Daniel and Vicki, I invite you guys as well, and Deb, for us all to sit down and come up with a game plan for how we could do this. I was sort of even just thinking along the lines of, during your video, you can either speak over it or you can have it narrated, but that's your time to talk about the property. And if we have everybody just knowing that that's how it works, we don't even have to address it when we get on. You guys just, your video comes up, you can just start talking. I think there's plenty of time in that frame for us to do that, and it'll just make this roll really smoothly. And then I was thinking of a couple other programs that we might be able to use to help with the stability of it to make it look a little cleaner and smoother. So you guys know that we as managers are going to be working on ways to make this look amazing, and kind of almost turn it into our own, like really our own TV channel. So we'll keep working on that for you guys. Please just keep sending us the material. Even if you decide to participate in the other caravans, it's totally fine with us. We support that 100%. I don't think we're going to stop doing what we're doing though, because I see the value for us sharing within the company, just like we always have. I think this is just a higher level of a way for us to do that. So I think we'll continue it, even if the others are robust and they're running and they're working. I can't see a way for us to stop sharing within Berkshire Hathaway when we have new listings that are coming on, right?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And it's a great way for us to get to the other places like the La Quinta or Oh, I'm learning, you guys. I'm learning. We went to Idlewild a couple weeks ago, Desert Hot Springs. We got Yucca Valley. So, I mean, I'm joking. I, of course, work everywhere. I think it's really great that we're able to share this visually. It's something we've had this technology for a while, and this situation is really encouraging us to do this. And I think it's great. And it shows support for our whole family. We're really able to represent La Quinta, Indian Wells, Palm Desert, and Palm Springs the way we should have been doing all along. And it's way easier and it saves a lot of gas.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I'm really enjoying this new way. I'm a little zoomed out, to be honest. These online meetings they're still just as draining as being face to face. But I really am enjoying this new way of doing Caravan. We're seeing stuff, that Las Colinas listing, like there's just stuff we wouldn't have looked at in our office. And it's interesting to see that inventory.
Yeah. And Lance and all of, I mean, for everyone, you have an opportunity now to get in front of your sellers and say, oh, you know, we had this virtual caravan. I was in front of, 30 of my colleagues on Wednesday, just within my own organization. And as we grow this virtual caravan, that's just really a great reporting mechanism for your sellers so that even during this circumstance, they know you're thinking outside the box to present their properties that need to be sold. And Mary Marks, I don't know, Stephanie, if you saw her comment, but both of her new listings are sellers who are, they need to sell these properties. So This is a really great opportunity for us to get in front of all of this, show our sellers we're still working hard to represent your properties in the marketplace.
Right. And by the way, at the peak, it was more like 35 of your agents, of your peers. And that's another thing too, is I think it's impressive for you guys. We're seeing this increase in you guys getting into these meetings every day, which we appreciate because we're taking the time to put the content on for you. But it's great that we're seeing you guys connect in these meetings and get this content in front of each other, especially for the Caravan. It's just a great way to be able to share it with a wider spread of agents. So good job.
Yeah, excuse me, Stephanie. Deborah, to answer your question about the deadline, so I have two comments. I can get them as late as Tuesday night if you send me a shareable video. It takes me 1 second to upload to YouTube if you send me a YouTube video or a video that's shareable. If your expectation is for me to you just send me an address and I've got to create the video in Videolicious, I would ask that be done before noon on Tuesday. But if you send me something, I mean, I usually go to bed about 9, so you could really send me something late in the evening on Tuesday as long as it's a video.
So Dwayne, I was kind of thinking about that. What I think I'd like for us to do is maybe put on paper what the instructions are for submitting a property to Caravan, and then what your instructions are for when it's playing, like what that looks like. Why don't you and I put that together, and then we can send it out to Gina and Vicky and Daniel and Deb, and all of us as managers can agree upon it, and then we can deliver that out to the agents at one of these meetings so that they really have an idea of what the expectation is. I think as we're getting this, we're doing it a little more. We've been learning the last few weeks, but I think we've got an idea now of what would really help us, and eventually it won't be us doing it. It'll be somebody else in the office that'll be helping us to manage it. And that'll be good if we have a policy and a procedure kind of put together for that. You know me with policies and procedures.
I love it. I'm more fly by the seat of my pants, whatever.
I know, right? I'm like, I need check boxes.
So I appreciate that.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much for this morning. We appreciate y'all being here.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you both. Have a great
day.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.